Hello everyone. Today we are going to take a look at our Scrabble pairing app, particularly how it can be used to pair team tournaments. The first thing to do, of course, is to log in. Once you have logged in, you will see a list of tournaments that have been pre-configured. This is a pre-configured team tournament. And as you can see, I have already filled it up with a bunch of players. There are tools available in the software for doing that. So I have used that, but you can type it up. Right. So let's see how we can pair the first round in this tournament. These are the round numbers here. We just click on round 1 and you will see that it's unpaired. And you will see a pair button. And pairing is as easy as clicking that button. And over here, you see that Batesford Scrabble Club has a buy, and we are giving them 3 points and a margin of 300. This can be configured as well. Now let's look at some of the other teams and try to enter a result for one of them. Let's pick this one. We will go and click on this pencil icon over here. And as you can see, the form gets partially filled. We will add a result for, say, board number 4, which Comsberg Scrabble Club has won. Let's just choose some random data and add that. And it gets updated over here. Right. So when you click on this edit icon, the field for the team name and the opponent name gets filled automatically. And the board number doesn't get filled automatically though. So we can change any of that. And if you click this again, it shows you the last code that was typed in, but the board number is not used. So if you want to change this result for board 4, you have to type that board number again. Let's say we made a mistake and this guy actually scored 544. And it gets corrected over here. And let's now go back and add a result for board 3. Let's make it a losing game. And let us say lost by a tiny margin, something like that. And that's going to be for board 3. And if you click this one, you can see that Kermsberg has won 1 and North Alicia, for unpronounceable name, has won 1. And if you click this, you can see the board result for that as well. That's another way in which you can enter results. And that's by typing something over here. For example, let us say we want to enter a result for Robertville Scrabble Club. Once you start typing, a drop down will appear. You can select that and the opponent name gets filled automatically. We will add a result for board 2. Let's say that was one with a narrow margin again, something like that. And you can continue to add in that same manner. Let's add another result for Robertville. Instead of clicking this, you can hit the down arrow followed by enter, and it gets filled up as well, along with the old results which were typed in earlier. And we'll add a result for board 5, which may be a loss. How about that? Instead of clicking this, you can actually hit tab and enter as well. And it's the same effect as clicking. Like we discussed, you can click on the icon or you can type a name here and fill in the rest of it. When a tournament is in private mode, that means you have set up a tournament for experimenting or learning how this software works, you get this button marked random fill. If you click that, it will fill all available results. All right, except the ones that you have partially filled actually. So this one, we didn't fill anything at all. Random fill completed that for you. This one we didn't, so we will add some more results here quickly. All right, that needs 1 more. That needs 2 more. Let's skip ahead. Right, so now we have results filled up for all the teams. And if you click on these, you can see what the results are. So that is pretty much it. You can edit any of these ones. Let's go to New Jennifersburg Scrabble Club. Let's change the board 1 result. Let us make it 500. and 400. And check this again. There you go. You can see that change. And now if you click on this button over here, it will show you the summary of all the boards. So far the best performance has been from Richmond College for board 1. They have the high margin over there. So a lot of people have won the first round. And obviously if somebody wins, the other person loses. So about half the entries here have a win for round 1, and about half have a loss. So here, this person has won by 188, and this opponent has lost by that same margin. If you go back to the start of page of the tournament, you will see the updated standings. This team has won all 5 games. Let's now try to do a pairing for round 2. Boom, there you go. You have your pairing. Once again, you can choose to do a random fill. Random fill happens on the server side, so it might take a second or two. Then we go to round 3, pair that, and we'll do a random fill. Okay. Now, what if we made a mistake? We want to delete all these results and start over. You can truncate, because truncate is a dangerous operation. It asks you for confirmation by typing in your username. Boom. And there you go. We have truncated that and paired it again. So you do have the unpair option, but unpair doesn't work if there are any results including a buy. In this one, there is a buy available. So if you just try to unpair, it will not happen because you have data being entered. So you have to truncate instead. Let's do another random fill. And let's go on to the next round. Let's pair that. And let's do another random fill. Now let's go back to the boards page. Here you will see every team's individual player performance. So far for board 1 is Jason Shire, Scrabble Club's player, has done the best so far. He's won all 4 games. For board 2, yep, there's one guy who has won all 4 games there as well. Well, what do you know? For board 3, 4. Well, for board 5, there's only 3 pointers. Nobody has won all 4 games. So now if we go to the home page for this tournament, you will see the overall standings. Apparently, Batesford Scrabble Club is leading, and they've got 4 round wins out of 4, including 12 game wins. Let's go pair round number 5. And let's random fill that one as well. And let's just make a couple of corrections just to get the hang of that again. So we are going to change the result for board 5. We accidentally entered 292349 when we intended to do it the other way around. 349 292. Yep, and we have it. So if we go back to the home page, that change will be reflected here automatically. If somebody is watching the tournament, they can actually see that result getting updated as we type it here. So let's go to the final round. Let's do a pairing for this one. And let's do a random fill. All right, let's go see what the final standings are. Okay, so let's see. East Jason Shire Scrabble Club has won this. Let's see what their results look like. Here, you can see the individual performances of each player as well as what happened in each round. You can see that the first round, they won all 5 games. And the second round, they won all 3 games. And you can see which players won those games as well. And you can go back to the home page, click on boards, and you will see the standings for each board. Again, the East Jason Shire Scrabble Club player has won the board prize for board 1. Board 2 goes to Turnerton Scrabble Club, and board 3 goes to Mattermount Scrabble Club. So that means you don't need to spend any extra effort to find out who wins the board prizes. And if you are presenting an award for best player overall, you can pick the person who has the most number of wins. Obviously, if there's a tie, you can pick that based on the margin. So that is pretty much all there is to it. The tournament was designed as a 6-round event. You can do that when you set up a event. You can go to the new tournament and decide all those configurations over here, whatever that you like. You can change the round number. And there are 3 different kinds of tournaments that we can do. One is where you run a single tournament, it's not a team event. Then you have a team event where you don't bother to keep track of the performance of individual players. And you have a team event where you do need to keep track of how each player performed in that event. And you can change the size of the team as well. So that is pretty much all I have for today.